What are you doing to prepare for whatever future the world might hold for us? We all envision different scenarios: Armageddon, apocalypse, doomsday, what have you. Perhaps just a slow, steady decline. But what are you doing today to make yourself more of an asset in that world? Let's get into it. It's late February here in northwestern Illinois, and we've had a string of a few really nice days. 50, 60 degree weather. It's been really beautiful. Still got to walk on eggshells weather-wise though, because anything can happen here for the next month and a half or so, I'd say. But the forecast is calling for more good weather, and I'm loving it. It's beautiful outside. Today I wanted to break out my rototiller and start tilling the garden. It was crazy. It's a muddy mess out here, and beneath a couple inches of mud, the ground is still frozen, so a little bit too soon for that. However, we have been thinking about our garden. We've gone out, we've made a plan, we've picked up all of our seeds already. We had a few trees in the orchard that need to be replaced. The deer killed them by rubbing their antlers on them. So we're looking forward to the garden centers opening up so we can pick out a few new, they're going to be pear trees. Today at Tractor Supply we picked up a couple grapevines, little bare root grapevines. We planted 6 last year and only 4 lived, so we'll replace the ones that didn't live and keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Anyway, that's what we're doing right now to prepare for spring. There's a lot of things that we could all be doing to prepare for spring. You know, like I said, this is the time of year to start thinking about gardening. This is the time of year to start thinking about maybe planting a couple fruit trees. This is the time of year to start thinking about checking on all your fishing equipment, making sure it's in working order, especially if you want to fill that freezer with fresh fish. Kind of a tongue twister there. But no, what are you going to be doing? What are you doing right now at the end of February? This is the time of the year, late February, where you should be getting ready, whatever it is you're going to do this year, to become more self-sufficient, to become more able to provide for your own needs as far as food. This is the time of year to start thinking about camping trips, fishing trips, gardens, orchards. Maybe this is the time of the year where you start thinking about finally getting a few chickens or rabbits or what have you, small livestock. So if you've ever thought about any of those things, now's the time to act. Like I mentioned earlier, we were at Tractor Supply today, and they did have a few baby chickens for sale. We already ordered our new chickens for this year online. Our new baby chicks will be here April 4th. So we're excited about that. Maybe this is the year for you to go out and get some chickens. Maybe this is the year for you to start gardening or planting some fruit trees, taking some classes, whatever it is. Late February is an excellent time to start making plans for those type of things. If you're into gardening, the garden seeds are out now in your stores. They're on the shelf for sale. But there could be a run on those seeds, and by the time you finally get up and decide you're going to go buy them, they're all sold out, and they're not getting any more in, so get them now. If you have a rototiller, now is a good time to go check on it to make sure it's in good working order. Make sure the oil's looking good. Hopefully you remember to put some stable in it last fall. Oh boy, I don't think I did. I can't remember if I did or not. I was out today looking at our garden spot, and I thought, you know what? I bet I can make these rows a little longer. I bet I could widen the garden out another row, maybe 2 more rows. I think I'll do that this year. It's just nice to get outside late February, look around, and think about those kind of things. And then here in the next, man, if we have another week of weather like this, all this ice will be frozen. The ground will be dry enough to rototill. I won't be planting any seeds just yet, at least not outside. We'll be planting our seeds inside. Let them grow into little plants, And then around early May, Mother's Day, we'll be putting those plants into the ground. So I want to know from you down in the comments below, what are you going to do starting now that spring is coming to make yourself better? Are you going to take a class? Are you finally going to start gardening? Are you going to maybe get a couple, 3-4 chickens for the backyard? Are you going to plant? The dog's over there finding sticks. Look at this guy. Is that the one, buddy? You want me to throw that? Hang on, I'll be right back. Maybe this is the year where you make yourself more valuable in a post-apocalyptic world because you develop those skills, whether it's first aid, canning, making moonshine, something, right? Because no one's ever going to be totally self-sufficient. No one's ever going to be able to just live off the land and provide for their family. I mean, you could, but man, it's better just to become really good at 1 or 2 or 3 things and then trade your knowledge, your expertise, or trade what you can produce. Maybe you can make honey. Maybe you have room for just a beehive on your property, and maybe you just get good at making honey. Well, hey, honey's awesome. People are going to need it. So what a great skill to have in a post-apocalyptic world, right? Maybe you make moonshine. You know, of course people are going to want your skills and what you can produce. Maybe you're highly skilled at first aid and medicine. Maybe your foraging knowledge is just off the charts, you know. So whatever you can do to make yourself more valuable in whatever post-apocalyptic scenario you envision for the future, the better, right? You know, we've got to get to a certain point as individuals where we don't have to be experts at all this stuff, but you should at least be an expert in 1 or 2 things. 1 or 2 things that would be valuable in whatever kind of world you envision that the future holds for us. So now's the time to act. Now's the time to plant those seeds. Now's the time to till that land. Now's the time to order those chickens, get those trees planted, whatever it is you're going to do. Let's do it. Let me know in the comments what that means for you. Anyway, I'll see you all down the trail somewhere. Until then, have a great day.